3, 2,
Two.
1. Oh, stealing, I guess. Hey.
Okay, you know what?
I'm doing the intro now.
From now on, maybe, we were talking about taking turns. I think you need to be a intro person for like the rest of this podcast. That was great. You sound like a radio personality, and I don't.
Like Sunday. Except I needed the reverb and stuff at that point.
No, seriously, that was
good?
Yeah, that was really good, honey.
Nice, thank you. So,
do you know how many times I practiced hey for this? I'm not even kidding, you guys. I practiced hey. I practiced several different types of heys. And I'm just an awkward person. So everything that comes out of my mouth is awkward.
That's why we're meant for each other, because I'm awkward too.
Yes, you are.
Hey, again. Ooh, yeah! That's what I also wanted to do, is kind of like a James Hetfield, but then...
I have no idea who that is.
Anyway, hey, welcome to Scream of Thoughtlessness, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Yes, that's right. I'm stealing from a show that is pretty much canceled at this point. Okay.
Oh, no. You're stealing from a show that is really, really good.
It is really good.
But you're supposed to go over to me and be like, right, Mary?
Right, Mary?
Yeah, the show is like a centaur.
Wow. Amazing.
I know.
I would clap,
quick.
but
I'm quick on my feet.
I'm holding an iPad right now. So anyway, in today's episode, we talk about a stressful yet somehow comedic event that just happened this past weekend as to why some delays have happened. Consider it a necessary life update episode. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then we end it with some cues from Fren.
We have really good cues today. I'm excited for them. I might cry. Oh, wait. I already cried in an episode. I gotta stop crying in episodes, man. Like, what the heck?
And then we dedicate.
Oh, yes. Then we dedicate. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited for that, too. Oh, frig. Frig, you guys. I am definitely going to cry this episode. Oh, man. No, there's nothing we can do about it. So, you know what? Maybe today's the day we get haters. Like people, we need haters, right? Everybody has to have haters. I feel like there are some people who just don't like emotional people, and that's who I am. And so I'm going to get haters today. But I'm really excited about that.
Sorry, y'all. Ain't got no haters.
All right, please don't demonetize your whole life.
I shall now commence of the handing of the iPad to the real host, co-host number 1, and we shall begin.
I am not the real host, and I am not co-host number 1.
We established this.
No, you established this, okay?
Well, yeah, but
this is our project together.
It's canon now, though.
I don't really know what that means.
It's cemented. This is the timeline.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so I wanted to quickly mention, maybe I'll talk into this camera, huh? I wanted to quickly mention, so this episode was actually supposed to be our first interview episode. I was going to have a special guest, my mom. My mom has had a very interesting life. She lived in a communist country for most of her life, and I wanted to ask her some probing, interesting questions because I feel like that's something that anybody would benefit from learning about. However, we had a family emergency where I had to call 911 on Sunday for my grandma, and she broke her hip. She went to the hospital. She had to have surgery. She's doing well now, and she got discharged today, so that's wonderful. Today's taping is did I say taping? What is it?
Yeah, we're taping.
What's today? Wednesday, May 13th.
Yes.
So this happened on Sunday, and now it's Wednesday, May 13th. She was discharged this evening, and she's with my mother now. So everything went fine. We weren't allowed in the hospital, unfortunately, because of the coronavirus COVID-19 situation, which is totally understandable. I called every day, and they called me, and they gave me updates. I had at one point, Michael, her nurse, was calling me like every 15 minutes. I was like, thank you. He was really sweet.
Yeah, that was a good guy.
So yeah, we had some just craziness that went on, and that's why we don't have my mom here right now, because she's caring for my grandma for however long. I don't know how long, probably at least the next 2 weeks. So that was our very long, tiny update. But hopefully we'll get to have my mom on soon. And I have other people in mind that I really, really want to come on after that. But I really wanted my mom to be first because, boy, is that an interesting life story. Okay? Yeah. All right. I'm done.
That was great.
Now we're going to talk about the situation with you, because the title, what were we titling this episode? 911, what's your breakfast burrito?
Yeah.
And it's really, the title is based on this story that Nick's about to tell. So you can tell maybe how you're feeling and everything, and then I will go into detail about like the comedic portions. And I say comedic, but I also mean stab me in the heart portions.
And the reason this was tough is because literally back to back, my thing happened and then Mary's grandma fell. So 911 had to be called literally just twice.
I had to call 911 on Saturday for him, and then I had to call 911 on Sunday for my grandma. And then I called 911 on Monday just to check in, because we're like best friends now. No, not really. I didn't call them on Monday, but boy, they're gonna be like, it's you again.
Yeah.
Please stop, people. Stop making me call 911, please. Stop. I can't mentally handle this.
Well, I mean, I can't help it.
Does anyone think I look different either? Our listeners aren't going to be able to participate in this question, but comment below. Do you think I look any different right now? Because I feel like I look like a hot mess because I've been through some stuff.
You've seen some stuff.
I've seen some stuff, man. But like I'm in one of those times right now where I feel like I look disgusting, like I look like all the life sucked out. Like somebody really nice earlier said, "Get some rest, Mary," and I was like, "Yeah, I think they were just trying to be nice." And I was like, "Wait, did they mean get some rest because I look like I haven't had rest? Do I look sickly and do I have bags under my eyes? I don't know. Why did he say that? He was just being nice, I'm sure." But like I read into it way too much because I feel like I look terrible. I'm, it's that time. You know what I mean? It's that time.
Fellas.
And
it's that time.
I love that. So that on top of everything that happened, on top of what you're going to learn about in these next few minutes, you're going to understand why I feel the way I feel.
Okay.
I might have to get up for viewers. I'll get up and show them.
What? You're going to show them?
I'll show them what I look like so they can understand why the dude said what he said.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right.
So go ahead.
Segue to story. Last Saturday, Mary was editing one of the episodes, and the main cam, when she was editing it, it was kind of skewed a little bit. Something was going wrong. And so Mary got very frustrated. And when that...
What do you mean frustrated?
Well, you were
I call that stressed.
Yeah, but you were just like not happy at the machine at all. You were not happy at the camera.
All right.
So because of that, I felt like it just...
Because of that, if anyone wants to buy us a good camera...
Well...
Throw that in there.
That's a good camera. Anyway...
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Because of that, I just got overwhelmingly stressed because I felt like it was just my fault that happened. Which in the end, it wasn't necessarily my fault. It was just a circumstance, whatever. The camera autofocus did a weird thing. But in that moment, I just felt like it was just my fault. And like this, I don't know, this overwhelming anxiety just formed, but it didn't like hit quite yet. And so we had just gotten this new table in, and you told me to just like go open it, essentially just to take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And so right when I bent down to open it, I had like this crazy pain right here in my neck. Now for listeners, it was like in my jaw, pretty close to like where my jaw and neck meet. like right, I guess right here. And I had a really bad pain, and it was like I was trying to cut this box open, and I lifted up the cardboard like to look inside, and the pain got worse and worse and worse. And so I started getting just a little bit more afraid, and I was like, hey, I need to lay down really quick. So I ended up laying down on our couch. And the pain again got really, really bad in my neck and then on the side of my neck. And that pain just kind of like went down into my left arm. And like my thoughts just started racing, and I started getting more anxious. And then I had Mary call my mom. My mom's a PA, so, you know, family doctor, right? Got to call her for all the medical issues. And I told her everything that was going on. And as soon as I acknowledged that my arm was hurting, I started feeling like my left arm go numb. And that's when I started freaking out, because it was just something that I had never experienced, and I thought I was having some type of like a stroke. That's what I thought I was having. And so I got really scared in the moment. And so my mom rushes over, and she starts kind of like doing some small like physical tests. She tells me to like she uses her hands, and
She was doing a manual muscle testing.
see, she knows the words. Manual muscle testing.
I'm not smart by any means. I just had to learn it in college.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of us didn't go to college. So
You did go to college, you
it
weirdo.
was kind of it was like, you know.
Okay.
Anyway. So she had me like push against her hands with my feet. Then she had me like try and grip her hands with my hands. That sounded weird.
She's basically having you push against her with that muscle.
Yeah. And essentially as time, like at first, because of that pain, I just told Mary, like, call 911, because I was just not, I wasn't feeling well. Something
Right.
felt wrong.
And for me, I mean, when he's saying things like, you know, I feel like I'm having a stroke, or I can't feel my arm, things like that. So I thought I knew what it was, because it's something I've experienced before. However, when someone else is experiencing it, you don't know. You need to rule that out, right? So he had this worry in his eyes, and I was like, okay, something's wrong with my husband. I need to do something. So I thought I was very calm, like cool, calm, collected, get everything done. Don't show that you are in distress, right? Because you're going to make matters worse if you don't, or if you reveal how you're really feeling. Like inside, I'm like freaking out, and I just want to scream and cry. And I'm so scared. But like, I don't think I had any emotion on my face. It was like, go get her, get it done, totally serious face. But I also, in the back of my mind, I was like, I think this is a panic attack. I think he's having a panic attack. Now, I've talked to so many people about their first panic attack, and they didn't know what it was. And most people that I've talked to have gone to the hospital, myself included. I thought I was having a heart attack. I have two other friends who went to the hospital. We happened to call 911. But in any case, every single time you think, I think I'm going to die. I think I'm dying. Like, this is for you a stroke, or this is a heart attack, you know? The symptoms can kind of be all blurred together. But I had to rule it out. I mean, what if it wasn't? What if it wasn't?
What if it wasn't? So,
and when your mom was doing the testing, she was doing the manual muscle test, and you were kind of failing a little. I think you have weak ankles or something. You were kind of failing a little. And right at that moment, I was like, I think he might be having a panic attack. And she looked at me and she was like, and I was like, oh my God. I didn't see
this part because I was laying down.
No, because she was trying to hide it from you so that you wouldn't be stressed. We're both like teamwork in it right now. Like, don't show him that you know anything, right? The pros are keeping it, on the down low. But like, you were failing. I was like, wait, why did he fail that? And then you were flying colors for the other ones. And I was like, oh, okay, thank God. He's fine. But they come, they do an EKG. What else did they do? Take your blood pressure, everything, flying colors. This dude is like the healthiest dude in the whole world.
And I felt so embarrassed because
no, you don't have to.
I mean, still, I was like, oh man, these guys came out here for nothing.
We all go through that. I went, all my tests were fine, and they were like, well, we're sending you home. And I'm like, but I don't know what's wrong with me. What is it? Everything was fine. I think they gave me Toradol in the butt because they thought that I was. Yeah, they thought I was having, because I was like, it's a heart attack. But I was fine. Yeah. So, yeah, later on, I eventually discovered like self-diagnosing almost because they didn't tell me at the hospital that it was a panic attack. Later on, I came back home and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so do you feel like you've covered how you felt?
Yeah, that is how I felt. I felt scared at first. They came, said you're super healthy, and I was like, I feel like an idiot.
You're like, I am so sorry. But here are the funny parts about this. Okay, there's some good stuff. I was like, this is content, because they were looking at our mics. Our mics were out and our lights were out just because they were kind of laying around from when we had recorded. And the funny thing is, they were looking at him like, you guys like to karaoke? And I'm like, no, we have a podcast. And they're like, what's your podcast about? And I'm like, I don't know. Not really any of nothing important. And there's like several people have asked us what our podcast's about. We have no idea how to explain it. I don't know what our podcast's about. Nobody knows what our podcast is about.
I don't even know what it's about.
I don't even know how I got here. So, but here are the funny things. So the first thing they said when they walked through the door to me was, were you guys arguing? And I'm like, do I just look like the meanest person in the world, like that I have caused this to my husband? Are you telling me I caused a heart attack in him? This is before they did any testing. I was like, no, we were not fighting. Did he say any event? And that's when I explained, like, yeah, something was wrong with when we were editing on our computer. But I'm like, but we weren't fighting. So I'm like, why was that the standard question, the first thing out of your mouth? Like, you didn't even say who you were. You didn't ask me what my name was. You're just like, were you guys fighting? What do you mean were we fighting? No. And, Nick explained to me that it's probably more common that married couples fight, and that's when the heart attack happens for a husband. Okay, I get that.
That's
fine.
Probably,
but I'm like, why are you assuming that of me? Is it on my face? I don't understand.
That's probably what they see just out in the field all the time, is just a disturbance and then stroke.
Then same guy, no more than 45 seconds later, asks me, how far along are you? How far along am I? Okay, now granted.
That was the big whoops.
Yeah.
That was the big oops.
So, like, he already came in and was, like, saying stuff, right? I'm like, whatever. No, we're not fighting. No, I love him very much. Thank you. But I had my hand, like, on my upper stomach where my lungs are. And I do that to self-soothe when I'm in a stressful situation, because that's how I'm like, it's almost like it's telling my brain, like, okay, your hand is where your lungs are, breathe. You need to take deep breaths and calm down. So I'm like, and I'm doing that and I'm breathing, and I'm just like, it's like a self-soothing, consoling, you know what I mean? Like, I'm almost like holding myself, but I happen to be, I don't know, I guess in an area that he thought he could say, how far along are you? And it's so funny because he goes, how far along are you? And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. I'm just bloated. And he's just at that point, like, you can tell he was like, oh no, what did I just do? And the whole entire time from that point until they left our house, he spent just trying to make up for it. He would not leave the subject alone. He was like, oh, no, it was because your hand was there. And then later it was like, you don't look pregnant. And then later on he was like, what did he say later on? Like, as we're walking out the door, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, the whole time he's trying to backpedal and like fix the situation. And I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, stop bringing it up, bro. Like, I get the moment has passed. You have already said it. It's cool. I, at one point, was like, now I felt bad for him because he kept trying to like make it better. He just kept talking and talking, and I mean, he was just digging himself a deeper grave by doing it. And so at one point I was like, buddy, I had a breakfast burrito, okay? And like that, like, there's nothing else that I can tell you. What do you want me to say? Yeah, I am bloated. You know what? You're right. I do look pregnant right now. It's his fault. He got breakfast burritos for us.
I want to preface this next statement in defense of this man that cannot defend himself right now. First off, if you don't know if somebody is pregnant or not pregnant, stay away from the subject. Do not bring it up. That's scary. Ask somebody else. Hey, is this person pregnant?
That's
before
a good point, actually.
You go
Ask
in.
someone else.
So with that statement, in defense of this man, because you were doing this, because you were holding your hand right there on your stomach,
I mean, it made sense.
the chance in his head, like the roll of the dice, he was like, oh, nailed it. And then, oops, didn't nail it.
That's the funny part. He's like, oh, nailed it. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel bad for the guy, because Nick was saying later, he was like, you know that they're driving away in that fire truck, and all his buddies, because there were like 5 full-grown men in our house.
5 full-grown men. You know that they were going to go back to the fire truck and say, dude, you really messed up.
I can't believe you said that to her. Like,
why did you even go there? If you didn't know, why did you go there?
So, needless to say, we don't hold any grudge against this guy. I think he has atoned
for his sin.
Yeah, I mean, like, he put his foot in his mouth immediately, and you could just tell, like, every time he made eye contact with me, I was like, I can't help you. I can't help you. I don't know what to say to you to make you feel better. I don't know. So all I said, like, the last thing I said to him was, because he again was trying to say something while he was walking out the door, and all I said was, I had a breakfast burrito. All right, like, I got a food baby. And I have one right now. Okay, I have one right now. I always do. And here's another thing. It's quarantine also. I will say it's quarantine, because when I'm working out, that's like the one area that it eventually ends up just being flat. So when the gyms open back up, my gym doesn't open until the 18th, but I work out pretty consistently. And when I was at home, I thought I was going to be able to work out at the gym here at the apartment, and they closed that too. So I have like a barbell and some plates and like some dumbbells and some bands. So, and a pull-up, what is that? It's a pull-up bar, but you can remove it.
Yeah.
It's a pull-up bar.
It's a pull-up bar for a door frame.
Yeah. So I have those things, and it hasn't been the same. I haven't been motivated either. It just haven't been on my like regular routine. So I have gained weight, and that's okay. And I also have had more bloating. Like I don't wake up with a flat stomach like I used to, because of the fact that we're not eating the greatest either. So there's a lot of factors that are going into that. So I totally understood why he thought that. But like, for him to say you don't look pregnant, I'm like, oh, but I do, buddy. You're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, okay? And it's fine. It's okay. Our bodies go through changes, you know? Sometimes we're bloated and sometimes we have a 6-pack. Just kidding. Nobody has a 6-pack.
Are you serious? Nobody?
I mean, okay, let me tell you this. The people who have 6-packs are like famous people. Why do you look so surprised right now?
That's not true. My friend had a 6-pack in high
Okay,
school.
fine. Okay, you're right. I had an ex-boyfriend with a 6-pack. Why are you so excited about that? No.
That's tight, dude.
No. All right. Either way. He's like, that's tight, dude. I mean, you could probably have a 6-pack pretty easily because you literally gain no weight. He's lost weight, guys.
I just have to stop eating.
No.
If I just cut eating out of everything.
Anybody, if they stop eating, will have a 6-pack.
Yes.
We know so much about this stuff.
Yeah.
So we're definitely the pros that you need to go to. Like, forget Mind Pump. Come to us for your information. Okay.
Drink your Herbalife shakes.
Oh gosh.
Don't
get into this.
Go to Arbonne.
That's another Arbonne.
I don't know.
He's so random. Okay, so I think we've covered that pretty well. This is more of a life update, but yeah, someone came into my house and asked me if I was pregnant, and then I died a little inside, and now a little piece of me is missing. And I'll never get it back. I can't get back.
You died a little inside, and your response to it was, "Hey man, I just ate a breakfast burrito."
You know what's funny is immediately I was like, I'm not pregnant. I'm just bloated. Like, why did I feel the need to overshare that? I'm not pregnant. I'm just bloated.
Hey, whatever. That's what happens. Cues from Fren?
Cues from Fren. How'd you know?
Because I saw you look at the iPad.
Oh, he's getting good at this. I think he should be I think either we are alternating intros or you're doing all the intros because you're really good at it. And I just get awkward and weird, man. I'm over here like, hey, welcome to Scream of Thoughtlessness.
Yeah, but I tried to copy you.
You did?
Yeah, with the big hey.
Okay, well,
I tried to copy you.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what?
Hey's for horses.
Yeah.
You ever hear that as a kid?
Yeah, I used to.
You used to say it? Oh.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Gosh.
Leave me alone.
You're
Get out of here. Who are you?
kids.
I don't know who you are. Get out of my house. Okay.
Get out of my house.
What?
What? Who are you?
I'm your real wife.
All right.
I have heard. Okay. Before we go into Cues from Fren, I just got a rant for a second. It's not even a rant. It's just it's a detour. Okay. It's a detour. I have heard that people are walking around their houses quoting quoting from episodes of Scream of Thoughtlessness. Here are some of the ones. What was it? I see it, I cringe it, I vomit. And then I'm your real wife, or this is your life. Like things like that. And they're walking around the house saying it. And I think Lydia was saying she was walking around the house and she was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm your real wife. And Marcel goes, are you quoting from Scream of Thoughtlessness? And she's like, yeah. So I am loving that you guys are like pulling whatever stupid stuff I say and now made quotes out of it and you're quoting it at home.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it kind of warms my heart a little bit.
So just when you send us Cues from Fren, next time you go in to get a tattoo and you get one of our quotes, send it in. Let us know.
I don't condone that. Whatever he just said, I do not condone that.
Yeah, don't get a
listen.
tattoo of a quote from a podcast.
You literally just scream of thoughtlessness.
Yeah.
That was a scream of thoughtlessness moment.
Yeah.
That was something that you shouldn't have said, but you said. It's too late to go back. All right. Anyway, Cues from Fren. We have 2 today. So I actually had a repeat when I went in to do these. I had 2 people ask the same question. So, I mean, we have to answer it then. We have to.
Yeah.
So this is Paige Treese and For the Love of Blue asked the same question. They ask, how/when did you both know the other person was definitely the one?
Wow.
That's
heavy.
a tough one. I didn't prepare for this.
Go on.
Wait, no, but I didn't prepare for this. Do you have
I have. Okay, so here the short answer is, from a surface level we connected, like artistic.
From a surface level?
Yeah, like surface level. What they call that? Small talk stuff. Interests. Yeah, we connected.
Because from a surface level, I would assume like that's looks. that's very surface level,
Well,
right?
yeah, that's also surface level, right?
But like us having something in common is probably a little deeper than like, ooh, I like her
Wow, what? You like her what? Nose?
ears.
Oh.
We're so like it's stupid.
Okay.
All
So
right.
yes. So again, interests drew me in.
Which
Then,
interest?
music.
That I was interested in you?
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what what was the interest? Man, I'm making this so hard for him because I'm like, ooh, get real giddy. I'm getting giddy because I'm excited. We don't talk about this all the time. I got down on one knee earlier, but that's only because I was trying to reenact a moment we had. We had a moment one time where he got down on one knee. We'll tell you about it another time. Just not that important of a story. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so as I cover my eyes,
What? Why?
as I envision this stuff, the interest. So what drew me in first was just the fact that we liked just punk music.
That we liked hardcore screamo band music.
Yeah. Legit. Like
that was it? Seriously?
No,
that was it.
That drew me in and I was like, whoa, all right. What else do you like? And then we started
And then what else did I like that you liked?
Interests. You do like video games to an extent, and you do like you paint. You're artistic, and I like play music. So I was like, whoa, that
what
is
a compliment.
tight.
Oh my gosh.
And then just see, I didn't prepare for this either, but like on a deeper level, I don't know, dude.
It's hard to explain, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
this
like,
is really
especially
hard to
when people
explain.
say when.
We even had to go through some tough stuff, I feel like, even as friends. And
oh, see, this question was actually like based on when you first started dating, or like after you started dating.
After you start, okay, so this is what, like, we already went through a couple, like, not even big things. I think it was more family related things.
We did. We actually had to, like, we were thrown into some hardships. Not with each other, but it was a fact of, one is going through the hardship and the other one needs to support the other.
Yeah.
And then it was on both sides. And then there were things that we went through together. And so, yeah, I guess you were like, you could figure out those people can get through anything.
So in conclusion, the deep thing I think that really drew me to you as we were dating was just, you got me, and the way that you love me is perfect. And now we're married and you're crying and we have a podcast. Now granted, this was all before
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This was all before I had a mustache, and now I have a mustache. So if you guys are dating and want to grow a mustache, you need to lock it down first, then grow the mustache, because then they can't go anywhere.
Oh, God.
Look out, Mary's headphones are flying off.
Oh, my gosh. This is, no. Let me, okay.
End
so then
scene.
my what am I saying?
To you.
So then my recommendation is, ladies, no, you have more power than you think you do, okay? You may be a weak vessel, the feminine one. You probably don't have bigger muscles than your husband or your boyfriend or your partner or your fiance. So I was like, what's the other one? But you have more power than you think you do, okay? You may not wear the pants in the relationship, but you can wear the romper in the relationship. I'm wearing a romper right now, bro.
Yeah, you are wearing the romper.
You can wear the romper in the relationship, okay? And the romper is longer, comes all the way up. and no pee-pee without zippy.
What?
No zippy, no pee-pee.
What does that mean? I don't get.
You don't get that because you don't wear rompers. So
Yeah.
see, me and you, ladies, you get it. I mean, there has to be guys out there that wear rompers too because they have the romping phase.
Yeah, romp hymns.
So anybody who wears rompers, you get me. We're in a club now. Okay. Anyway,
Nice.
How did I get here?
So
How did
now
I get
you
here?
have to answer.
Now I have to answer for you.
For me.
Okay. So I will say, that whole like love at first sight thing. I never believed in that. I never, ever, 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 ever believed in love at first sight. But I do believe in wow at first sight. That's a thing, right? Is that a thing? All right. I know the second that I saw you, I was like, oh, crap. This is not good. And I text my friends and we talked about it. And it just so happened that on top of that, you happen to be like a really good guy, which really, again, crap. It made it worse. Because I didn't really want, I guess I did, but I didn't know, but I didn't really want. I was like good. I was good.
Yeah, you were good.
I was good. And you came in here and you were like a tornado or
some might say I came in like a wrecking ball.
No, you didn't come in like a wrecking ball. You came in like the Tasmanian devil from Warner
Yes,
Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. Y'all, what time is it? It's 11:15 at night, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm a night owl. I can't even use that excuse. But yeah, you came in and you just made everything change in my life, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna go for that. But here's the thing: is like I played it cool. All right, before we started dating, we were just friends. I played it cool. I knew I liked him. I was pretty sure he liked me too. Until that time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Until that time. So we'll tell that story. That's a cute story. I think it's a cute story, but I'm biased because I was there for the story.
Yeah, you were there.
Yep, we were both there. But long story short, I'm going to say all the same things. Like, I know that sucks. It's cheating, but it's all the same things. It's who you are. It's how we work together. Who you are as a person is literally, I've never met a person that's like you. I'm not even joking. I've never met a person that's like you. I didn't know people like him existed, okay? The life that I have lived prior to meeting you, it's a very different life, okay? And people can be mean. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
People can be mean. That's women, men, turtles.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Save the turtles. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just man, that got real deep. He's like good. Is that weird? Like, you think about good and bad and it's like everyone has strengths and weaknesses. So you could never like judge someone that way. You could never you can't put them in a category that way, right? However, you're just good. You're always good. Like, I can be so terrible and he's still good to me. And I'm like, for the love of God, will you like just fight with me once? I know, that's weirred. It's such a weird thing.
No.
I'm not an easy person to be around. I'm not an easy person to be with. There's a lot that goes on with me. And to have somebody who's like, yeah, I'm willing to take that on. And he said that very early on too. Like, he was willing to take that on. And I had already had things going on and he took all of it on. And I was like, yeah, this person is a good person. And I guess that's the only way I can describe it. On top of that, I think literally we're like the same. Like we're like separated twins, which is also creepy, but it's fine because I like to be creepy. We're very similar. We only have a couple differences, and those differences are actually complementary differences. But for the most part, we're the same person. Like we're both pretty gross. We're both pretty weird. I could safely say we're psycho, not in the way that offensively you would say that, but like I lose it. I lose my mind. And so do you.
Yeah, I do.
So, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
You just answered it.
Okay, good, great. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah. That was nice. That was nice. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to receive compliments.
Yeah, I know. You're so bad at it.
Because
he does not receive. Well, we both don't. We both don't receive compliments and attention well. Yet we've put ourselves on a video, audio podcast. You would think.
Audio video.
Audio video?
Video audio?
Oh, AV.
AV? VA?
No, it's not VA. VA's that's a different thing. Honey.
AV.
No, yeah.
VA.
You have a degree in this, dude.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Baby, you and me.
What?
I don't know. Next question. How did you meet? Who made the first move? And that's asked by Kayla558. My question to you is, what's the 558 mean? I need to know. Wait, maybe that's the area code. Maybe it's an area code. All right. Anyway, yeah, so Kayla asks, how did you meet? Who made the first move?
I made the first move.
Obviously. Oh, wait, we thought we weren't going to tell that story. We are going to tell that story.
I'm just going to give
excited.
a brief.
Oh.
Boxer brief version.
Okay. How about I'll say how we met, and wait, which one do you want to do? You want to do how we met or who made the first move?
You do how, because I made the first move, I will explain.
All right, fine. But that one is my favorite. This is my favorite. Okay. So then I have to say how we met. So we actually met through Macy. So one of my really good friends and one of Nick's really good friends introduced us. However, at the time, Macy and I were like inseparable, and Nick had grown up with this person. For anybody who, oops, I bumped the microphone. Sorry. I like to talk with my hands, and sometimes I hit things. So
don't stand close to her, because sometimes she might slap you.
Yeah, you might get elbowed in the. Yeah. So Macy had grown up with Nick from what? How old?
Oh, like high school.
Yeah. Okay. So freshman year. Yeah.
It would have been for Macy. It would have been my sophomore year, because then she would have been a freshman. But
okay, got it.
But yeah, essentially. But
yeah, so they had known each other. She grew up with him. He left to go out and do his internship in California at the recording studio. So they hadn't seen each other in a while. He came back. And then that evening they were like arranging a bonfire. I remember her calling me and telling me too, actually. She was like, hey, I'm going to invite this person. His name is Nick, blah, blah, blah. I feel like he needs some friends here. 'Cause like you had come back and didn't really have anybody or know anybody. So she was doing you a solid. Did you know that maybe I never told you that, huh?
Wait, what?
And I say couples say everything to each other. Yeah, she actually told me ahead of time. But I mean, like, we were best friends. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell them everything. Now I tell you things.
No, she did tell me about you, but I didn't.
No, I'm saying did you know that she was actually trying to help you kind of get some friends?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, no, I didn't know that part.
Well, yeah. Well, no.
I didn't know that part until like after.
But she did tell you. Well, yeah. No, I know that she told you about me because she had told me that. Mm-hmm. I knew that you knew that. I knew that you knew.
She told me you guys were learning French together at one point.
Yeah.
Like you were giving her piano lessons in exchange for
what? No.
Or was it? I don't remember.
Do you know this person?
Wait, what am I saying?
Do you know this person?
I'm sorry.
Macy is like a concert pianist.
I am so Sorry, I'm
I-
stupid.
I would never
Don't
be
listen to
able
me.
to give her
Yes.
lessons.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
No.
I'm a big
No.
dumb.
I was taking piano lessons from someone else at the time.
I'm
And
dumb.
yes, we both wanted to learn French. I was using Duolingo. She was also using Duolingo, but there was another person who was helping her too. So anyway, all of that fell through. I don't know French and I can't play piano. This is where we would need the soundboard, because then there could be like some sort of thing to make me less pathetic, like a but-um-tsh kind of sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how we met basically was through Macy. She introduced us. And yeah, thanks a lot, man. If you're watching this, I love you. You didn't see that coming, huh? All right.
Got him.
So you can do the next part. Did I answer that well enough?
Yeah, you answered it good.
Okay.
Essentially, I made the first move, and we are thinking in the same wavelength. We're syncing up via brains, because I'm thinking of the phone call, right? Are you thinking of the phone call?
Well, I'm on airplane mode, so I haven't downloaded my brain yet.
Okay, so you are.
Dang, he's like, I don't care.
So
I'm gonna keep talking.
I made the first move because I remember, excuse me, a little bit of time went by, and I was like, okay, I'm really into Mary.
He's in deep.
But I don't know if Mary's into me. And if I say anything, I could tank this entire thing. So I was like, okay. I remember sitting in my room, like looking at my phone. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm going to tell her I like her. I'm going to tell her I like her. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell her.
You're just standing there.
And if I mess up, oh well. Okay.
Did you like prep what you were going to say beforehand, or were you like, I'm just going to tell her, but I don't know how it's going to come out?
Yeah, I'm just going to say, hey.
Wow, I'm proud of you. I would have written out a script. That's how I roll.
That's how you roll. And here I go. And so I called you, and I was just like, hey, look, I do not know if you feel the same way, but I just have to tell you that I do like you. And then you proceeded to say, well, I like you too. And there we go. And I was like, okay, great. And then flash forward to now. Man, how many years have we known each other then?
4.
No, more than 4.
5.
Either 5 or 6.
I don't know.
I think it's either 5 or 6.
All right. Well,
So 5 years of knowing each other in total, and wouldn't change a thing.
What do you mean by that? Wouldn't change a thing.
I mean, look at you and me and all other people.
I was gonna start singing that. Man, we're way too alike.
All right.
Way too similar.
So that's the shortened version.
Okay, but can I tell you my side of the phone call?
Okay.
Oof. We've been on for a while. These are good questions I really like talking about. It's helping me get through like all the other stuff that's going on. So I get this phone call and he says, hey, I like you. And Macy's sleeping over that night, and she already went into the other room, like she was going to go to bed. And he calls me and he tells me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. What do I say? Okay. I mean, like, yeah, I like you too. And I think we talk for a little bit, and I think we talk and we're like, but we can't date. We can't, blah, blah, blah. So we come to the agreement that, yes, it will be difficult, but we should probably not see each other very often. We shouldn't date yet, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And then I get off the phone, and I'm still like, even though we talked about all this and like nothing's really going to come of it, I'm still like freaking out. I'm like super giddy at this point. So I knock on her door and I was like, Macy. Actually, I don't even think I wasn't off the phone yet. I was like, he's in the Nick's on the phone. He told me he liked me. And I mean, like, it was just everybody in our group already knew. So the second that like everything came out, everyone in our group was like, finally, you guys are going to acknowledge it. And we're like, wait, what? Really? Seriously? Everybody not? Yeah, we all knew, except you guys didn't know. We're like, oh, okay, sorry. But I look back on all of that and it's just like, that was a very exciting, like, I'll never forget that phone call. And it was a very exciting time in our life, I think, because we did a good job. And at the same time, we went through a lot of bad stuff too. But it was like, it all ended up okay.
Yeah.
So.
It helped us to, I guess, just tackle things in the future.
Yeah. So now good. It's like, I feel like anything that really comes our way, we're just like, yeah, no, we can handle this because we're going to handle it together.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's easy to run away from something, but then when you both come together through some difficult situation, it really does bring you closer together with that person. So, yeah, it's great.
Yay. And on that note of like love and giddiness and bursting, your whole body bursts full of rainbows and butterflies and sunshine. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't be a pod. Sunshine shooting out of my armpits.
Your armpits?
And I really can. If there's anybody out there who wants to draw that for me, just sunshine shining out of my armpits, that would be such a great honor for me. I don't know why. I'm weird. You're weird, remember? I'm weird, you're weird.
All right.
Okay.
Dedicate.
On the note, yes, I'm sorry. That's what I was like trying to get to, but very slowly I couldn't make it. We wanted to dedicate, and we had already picked this group of people. What? Group? Couple?
A group?
What?
A group of two.
We have picked the dedicated people for today based on something that we find very important to us. We find these people very important to us. And I think it flows very well with the Cues from Fren that we've had. Cues from Friends.
Yeah, it was tight.
Friends. So the episode is dedicated to RJ and Chelsea because they just got engaged.
I can't do this one.
It's fine. That was a great whistle. We love you guys. We're so excited for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. If you need pointers on how to get stuff together, go to Mary because I don't know anything.
Don't come to me because I'm a ball of stress and you will be too. Wow, way to ruin that dedication. That's what I'm good at. And then I think the very last thing I was going to say was I think this episode is going to go up before the previously planned episode that was recorded. So we had recorded an episode last week, and that was the one that I was in the middle of editing when all the stuff started happening. But I think this life update one would be more appropriate since it's based on, time and having to be more recent. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll upload this first, and if I can get the other one edited, I'll upload that one as soon as possible as well. And that might be a bonus, or it might just be the following week. So stay tuned for Murder Hornets. That's what the episode's about.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. So, in conclusion, thank you and you and you and you for listening and or watching, and we'll see you in the next one, hopefully.
Is that my cue?
Hey, that's your cue. Over there.
Over there.
Thank you.
Thank you as friends Add friend. Just kidding.
What?
What? You're crazy. And add friend. Everyone needs a friend. Add friend.
Add friend?
Yeah, and by add friend, I mean the thing that we said we weren't going to do. Like, subscribe, comment, follow on Instagram. Give us your firstborn child. What is the other ones? Rate on Apple or Spotify. Leave 5 stars. Is that everything? And no thumbs up if you hate it. Just kidding. Please don't thumbs up.
Thumbs up if you hate it?
Wait.
Wouldn't it be thumbs down if you hate it? Hey,
Wow.
if you hate this, please thumbs up. Thank you.
We would get
Like,
so many.
share, subscribe, find us on LinkedIn, and let us know your business information. And we will see you.
Give
and
us
you,
those
and
wacky
you,
3 numbers
and
on the back
you.
of your credit card. I'm just kidding. Everyone needs a friend. Happy painting.
Bye.